29 days left, ladies and gentlemen. Every single day we're getting close to getting our hands on that precious Chapter 4. But how do we get there? That is why I'm here. What is up, SmackNPie? SmackNPie, welcome back to the 4 Countdown Series video. Follow me on Twitter at SmackNPie1. Get me 200 followers there. But today, SmackNPie, this video is focused on the third level of Chapter 4, Barely Buried. So you know what? Without wasting any more time, let us begin. A lot of Dark Deception fans aren't that much into this level, but that's okay. Coming in at 8th position, this portal with a small creepy teddy face on it is going to be a historic level for Dark Deception. Not just Chapter 4, but entire Dark Deception. Mortal Ramification, aka Chapter 4, will see a lot of lore getting unpacked in the new installment, but also, this level is going to serve as a bridge between Chapter 4 finale and Chapter 5, which is also the ending of Dark Deception as a whole. Barely Buried. Barely Buried is comprised of multiple enemies, locations, and traps, and we'll discuss them in this video. One of the main reasons fans aren't talking much about this level is because even though we have a full-blown few seconds of gameplay for Barely Buried, it is still one of the levels with the least information out there. Now obviously it's not as vague or secretive as Torment Therapy level, but definitely less than Mascot Mayhem. So, what do we have in this level? To keep this video short, we'll dive straight into it. Confirmed enemies and threats. Threats as in flesh threats are 2 in specific. Mama Bear, a giant bear playing a motherly role with the skin carved all over her body. That ain't no plushy kind of skin, including her face, emphasizing on the whole two-faced personality for Dugaz with his family. And secondly, Trigger Teddies, plural. These annoying little teddies that come out of Mama Bear's stomach to greet you as you get into their territory. Their attacks is still unknown, but we do know that they don't latch onto you straight away. We also know that they're not like clowns from Crazy Carnival either, so their behavior is not what you would expect from multiple small enemies in a game like Door. Same goes for Mama Bear. Apart from her spawning Trigger Teddies, and that she'll be a direct threat during the entire level of Barely Buried, not much is known about her either. So Vincent Livings is really keeping the fans in dark here, literally, cave, get it, to keep the surprises this level has to offer. But one thing he's not keeping secret is the location. Barely Buried location was first revealed a long time ago, which was learned to be a cave. If we go back to previous chapters, this will be the first time we will be outside of a buildings, interiors, etc. This is the first level we'll be roaming outside. Now I know Crazy Carnival was kinda sorta outside, but the whole area was just specifically for Crazy Carnival to serve that area in specific. As can be learned from gameplay of Barely Buried, yes, this leads to another part of the cave. It is still outside. Fresh air, not really. Finally seeing this world that we're in. This will also clear one more thing about Dark Deception. These nightmares and portals, sure, are picked from Doog's past, but to what extent does these locations have of Doog's memories versus how much Malek's control over them, how much he is putting his doo-doo into this world versus how much of it belongs to Doog's memories. Sure, he's no Darkseid or Thanos, but he's still Devil Doo-Doo, and Devil Doo-Doos ain't no jokes. So that's something that makes us all Dark Deception fans excited for this level. We also saw other zones pictures, such as early mid-cave area. That looks super polished, seems to be in-game. And we also got a glimpse at escape sequence area. Probably. Allegedly. We're not sure. There's heavy imagery in this level, and once fans will easily be able to pick up when they play Chapter 4. Barely Buried in specific. Pain Audition came again. In the recent Q&A where we got the least amount of info on this level, around 30 minutes, a fans asked about the same cabin teaser and whether it is indeed a transition point to a zone or something. Why this question is important? Well, a lot of theories came after that teaser. One of them was that maybe this is the beginning part of the level where we meet Mama Bear and Trigger Teddies for the first time, specifically that cabin. Vincent Livings revealed that yes, this area is indeed a transitional point, not a cutscene, but indeed a gameplay transition where you go from one zone zone to another, just like you saw in the sewers level, same with Crazy Carnival level. But that still doesn't rule out the possibility of being introduced to Mama Bear here. Sure, one might say, well, that makes no sense. Are you dumb? Are you idiot? Are you grr? If this is a transition from one zone to another, and we're just meeting Mama Bear, who in the flip-flop was the enemy prior to this? Good question. Trigger Teddies would do just fine before meeting the mother. It's like children greeting you immediately when you enter a new house before you meet the host after you go through the door, and them freaking kids. It is a metaphor. Relax. Alright, this is where we're gonna end this video. But around an hour and 16 minutes, when a fan asked about the possibility of ROCKFALLS as a trap in the cave, Vincent Links revealed that no, that is not a trap. I'm angry. I actually haven't seen ROCKFALLS as a trap in any game so far. Maybe when you're escaping the cave, that plays a huge role. Also, in Outlast, we saw when we were this close to finding a way out of the cave, rocks closed that path and we had to circle all the way around to the other side to find a way to, yeah. So yeah, it's kind of obvious. Why would there be ROCKFALLS as traps? I mean, there is a way, but nah. Those only make sense when you're exiting a zone and only during an escape sequence, which sounds more likely to happen. We talked about some of the traps for Barely Buried Cave: hazardous air, poisonous gas, boulders, snakes, bugs, cage traps. I guess it all depends on what vision overall Vince is going for, because you can create a bunch of traps in cave depending on the theme you're going for. So I guess we'll really have to wait and see on that part, because we don't know if this is a home theme because mother and children are involved, or is this a worker / having problems back at home kind of theme. So it all depends on what theme Vince go for at the end of the day. Ugh. I know, that was that kind of... Look, I woke up very late, because I slept very late. Why? Cyberpunk, that's all you're gonna get from me. 29 days left, 1 day till 2021, things will change. It'll get better. So make sure to follow me at SmackNPie1 on Twitter. And also, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. Help me get to 50,000 before Chapter 4. We're already at 47k. Can we hit 3 more Ks before Chapter 4? Come on, y'all, we can do this. SmackNPie is stronger than that. We all are stronger than that. I'll see you boys in the next videos of Flip Flop and